fucker?
I got some.
Did
Hey,
you make
happy
some?
Sunday.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Oh, you a happy Sunday, you bet. You know what? Listen, you want me to make theme music? I'll make theme music.
If you want theme music, make the fucking stuff.
Oh, why are you acting like a little bitch right now? What's going on?
I mean, because I made the slides.
I
made the slide. The first thing, we didn't even start. And Terry asked, T-Bone asked a very nice question. Do we have any theme music? And I was politely answering, no, we do not. Gordon's like, well, no, of course we fucking don't. We don't have it yet.
Like 41st podcast, and we still. What are you drinking?
Come on,
coffee.
We're settling into this thing. You got to. Sometimes it takes some people a little longer to settle. Yeah,
it's okay. It does.
I mean, I would compose.
To the Doomcast. Welcome to the Doomcast.
Yeah.
Doomcast.
Welcome to this is the We're Not Talking About That podcast, the least popular podcast in North America.
Oh, and hey, before we get going, I want to say I got a text from our good friend Brandon.
Oh, nice.
Very upset that you're not reading his emails.
He's not sending emails, dude. He has to send emails. He's sending
emails. You gotta take a look again.
All right, hold on a second. It's gonna take me a second just to get it. He's not sending emails because if he was, I would get him. Oh no, something's wrong.
Oh.
No. Okay, no, nothing's wrong.
We're gonna have a problem here.
I love the.
We're just gonna sit here. Do we have like intermission music?
Oh, here's one. Here's one.
Yeah, see, here's there it is. Yeah,
I found the case. Though this is the most recent one, and it just came.
He's been very upset. He texted me. He said he loved our last two podcasts, and that.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
So, you think should we start with our with the email? I have it, or shall we save it for later? Let's save it for later.
Start with the email. That's all right.
You want to start with emails?
Okay, just hit off the bat.
Okay, all right.
Our one friend, our one person who
he might want to hear about himself. We might sucker him into a little more show if we wait till later. But
that's true. Well, that was the whole idea. But anyway, he's listening.
That's why we have commercials.
Yeah.
So this says originally sent on 11/15, so that's a while back.
Wait, what?
And it says, okay, hold on.
That's months ago, my friend.
It says originally sent on. This is from Brandon, our one listener. Maybe one of two or three. But anyway, why don't you like me, Gabe? Brandon. And then it says, okay.
Yeah, why don't you?
Are you ready for the email? Okay. Hey guys, sorry to leave you hanging without anything to read for so long. Boy, some of those predictions, I'm not saying who, didn't age well, did they? Now that the initial shock from the election results has subsided, I'm feeling less doomful than I was about this complete shit show with the maggots, now in control of the presidency, the House, the Senate, and the Supreme Court. I'm actually almost amused, curious to see what happens. You fucking clowns finally caught the car. Let's see what you got. That is what you idiots voted for. It's going to be so fucking laughable in so many ways. Sure, I'll be laughing while busting rocks at one of the enemy within camps, but I'll still be laughing.
Yes.
I believe that I've gained some insight as to how something like Trump could have happened. I'm curious what your take on it might be. By the way, this is not to make any excuses for the assholes who think they want this. I believe it's a response to neoliberalism, not liberalism, that this bullshit that started with Reagan, Thatcher, etc. Total free trade, tax cuts for the wealthy, union busting, etc. College used to practically be free from Ronnie as well. Used to be practically free before Ronnie as well. This is true. The only good thing that POS ever did was fuel some decent punk rock tunes. I remember working as a drafter in the early 90s and having plenty of work. If I were to have been laid off on a Friday, I could land another job on Monday. it seemed. I was very skeptical at the time about Clinton and NAFTA and what it would do to manufacturing. I saw Clinton as what I thought was just a centrist Republican. But now I realize that he was just perpetuating neoliberalism. This is so true. Before I continue on, Brandon is so insightful and he actually knows what he's talking
You're
about.
an ass kisser.
Well,
yeah.
You're
No,
kissing
I
ass
know
right
this
now.
it's just he knows what he's talking about. He knows the difference between liberalism and neoliberalism. So
I
mean,
understand. I think he's absolutely right, but I've never
that's
seen
absolutely-
you like anything or anybody. So.
We should have our friend on the cast.
He should be on here because this is so great. Well, let's continue. This is a long email, but
Yeah.
anyway, we gradually saw less and less being made in America and jobs drying up. Do you remember when Walmart's entire premise was that everything they sold was made in the U.S.? I do. I've always loved Bernie Sanders and was excited when he decided to run in 2015. I've always loved his more progressive ideas because I'm a fucking commie, and his desire to get our country back to the New Deal era where a guy could work as a machinist, own a home, be part of the middle class, and send his kids to college. Then the DNC showed their true colors when they decided to run Clinton and fucked Bernie. Same old shit. So true.
Yep.
In 2015, so I remember that there were actually people trying to decide between Bernie and Trump. They wanted someone to stir the pot and end the status quo. Again, while I believe that half of the country is misguided, still voting anti-union and for tax cuts for people wealthier than they'll ever be, I get their frustration. We keep seeing good numbers on the economy, great GDP, low unemployment, etc., but the corporate profit to wage ratio continues to widen. We are told that it's great, but it's becoming more of a struggle. I don't think my kids will ever be able to afford to buy a house unless something drastically changes. And by the way, I think that smart tariffs can actually be a good thing. They did help back in the day. If something costs $1 to make in the US and 70 cents to make in China, a 30% tariff would level the playing field. Yes, it might be slightly painful adjustment to get back to that, and Trump has it wrong with his tariff ideas. We need the ghost of FDR to come back and sort this shit out. God, that's so true. Love FDR. I don't know. I'm trying to stay hopeful. I'm also wondering, did we avoid some violence on election day? I was prepared for little pockets of shit to pop up if Kamala won, knowing that some of the cult members wouldn't be able to contain themselves. I even cleaned and oiled the guns this morning. Realized that I live against my will in Central Oregon, where trucks with God, guns, and Trump flags are quite common. So weird how when Trump won elections, we're suddenly free and fair again. Enough on that bullshit. I like Gabe's take on how tipping at some places like Starbucks is designed for us to take up the slack of the greedy corporations not paying decent wages. Fuck that. I also, probably due to old Catholic guilt, used to give a donation to whatever charity of the day Safeway was selling when I would check out. I stopped doing this when I heard that the corporation actually has already made a donation, received the tax break from said donation, and is now asking the customers to help them recoup their initial investment. Again, if it's true,
assholes.
Fuck that. Okay. Listen up, fags. I have a couple of. do you want me to go on with this?
No, keep going.
Okay. I have a couple of ideas on how to increase listeners and revenue. 1, you're leaving money on the table if you don't immediately copyright and sell "Go Suck Ayn Rand's Cock" t-shirts. I love that. I think we have to do that. I'm going to do it. We'll do that. The only compensation I require for this golden nugget is one of the said t-shirts in medium. Like Gabe used to wear in the 90s. So true.
Half shirts.
A live remote show at either the Black Bear Diner or Big John's Mountain Grill. This would require a mic in the middle of the table with the gain loud enough for listeners to hear the wait staff as well. Gordo gets to sample and critique everyone's order. like the old Jewish man he's become. At least one of you has to order the soup of the day and a round of shots if anyone calls you hun. I'm very happy to see that you have had the good sense to drop the math segment. I've got to ask, was this one of the scary marketing tactics that Gabriel learnt in college? Okay, Matadors. You really want to get young people on board? Here's the secret. 23 minutes of fucking impossible math problems. Come at me, C-Son. Come at me, bro.
Voy Veritas. I like the math. I don't know.
Voy Veritas Vital. Until next time, your friend and listener. And that's Brandon.
That's our boy.
Let's all give him a hand.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, buddy.
That was a really good
Thank you,
email.
Brandon.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Brandon.
Excellent email. Excellent. And on it, I think we should have him on and just get on. We have it. We had one guest for about 5 seconds, and that was a worthless fucking scenario. But this,
and you know who you are.
This could prove to be. This could prove to be interesting. I will bring it up to him.
Okay.
See what he thinks.
Well,
I would love to have him on. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Be great.
That was our. I think he has some great ideas. I like the Ayn Rand.
Well, he is of our thinking. He is.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, the same guy.
I really appreciate his and his intelligent takes on these things. So this week we're gonna right into the show. I decided our 41st episode is going to be about doom scrolling.
Excuse me.
And it's entitled "All I Do Is Doom Scroll," and that is what I have been doing since the election ended.
Oh, me too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
So,
and then you fuckers send it to me, and I got to read it.
I know.
And then I can go down in the comments, and I got to read all the.
And he gets mad about it.
The best jokes are always you got to go at least 5 comments deep, and it's like, all right, this guy knows what he's talking about. This chick knows what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I know, but that's Reddit for you. Okay, but
I love it.
But before we actually talk about doom scrolling,
yes.
I think that so
I
we
love
think
you,
that
Bigley.
we think that what's the the Soviet national anthem? Dun 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 dun.
Isn't it in minor? Isn't it in minor, T-Bone? The whole anthem.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of course.
It's dark as shit.
It's dark.
It goes
shit.
something like this.
It's always in minor. It's really taken, and so I think when they did Star Wars and Darth Vader's theme, literally just pull apart the Soviet national anthem and put it back together again.
So, what do you guys think? So there's a lot of talk right now that Trump was recruited by the KGB.
Just came out, right? This just came out right now.
This just came out that he was recruited by the KGB. The guy is a Kazakh, was like a Kazakh agent during the Soviet time, who's saying
the guy who spilled the beans,
who's spilling the beans. He says that Trump has been a Russian agent, I guess, since then, and his call sign was Krasnov.
Yeah,
Krasnov. So that's why we have a picture of him riding behind Putin on a horse. They're both shirtless, and
yes, of course.
And Putin is saying, "We call you Krasnov," and he says, "I love you, Bigly."
Yes.
So yeah. So
Bigly.
And I think you've been kind to his physique.
I didn't do that. I found this. Somebody else made this.
I don't know. You found that on the dark web because they don't let that on any web anymore. Anything like that.
Well,
they've changed the Gulf of America to the Gulf of America in the maps in Google and Apple.
Gulf of Mexico is
my mind.
Did you know that's why the AP is not allowed into the White House or onto Air Force One anymore? Into any of the things
they aren't. And what was the cause of that? Because they
refused to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
Yeah, they call the Gulf of Mexico. Now they can't. Now they're not allowed.
Now they're not allowed to. Yeah. He likes to do that. He likes to. Anyway, I think this is based on the things that Trump's been doing. Absolutely, he's a Russian agent. He's just
I hope
working
so.
for Putin.
I'd hate to
What
think this was all just a stupid fucking facade. I'd hope he was putting on an act. No one's this stupid and fucking wins everything, are they?
He is that stupid. Yes.
I don't think he's that stupid. The Russian agent thing makes makes more sense.
Dude, come on. This fucking guy.
All right. Well, that's probably enough of that.
Well,
but,
what, you don't think we're going to hear more about this, or do you not? Do you think this will
I hope we
die
do.
fast?
I hope it continues to come out and it continues to be said.
I check my email every day. I check things out. I'm waiting for the piss video. I need that one.
Well, if he doesn't toe the line, you're going to get the piss video.
That'd be a good one.
Also, he's demanding. What is he demanding from Ukraine at this point for
50%?
All the minerals.
We want minerals and oil, and
50% of everything.
$500 billion for fucking all the stuff we gave him.
Well, I want to point out that Trump wants basically the Ukraine to surrender to Russia. Ultimately, Russia has to do nothing. That their terms are they could do whatever they want. There's no terms. The Ukraine is it has to demilitarize and has to completely capitulate to Russia. And the other thing is Trump wants the Ukraine to give us all their rare earth minerals. Which the funny thing about that is, guess who uses a lot of rare earth minerals in his shit?
Yeah,
Elmo.
Yeah.
So Elon Musk needs those for his fucking car batteries, for his stupid Teslas. So this is a whole fuck Musk show. Yeah.
Well, he could. Well, can he be vice president? No, because well,
we talk about too, like his actions and what he's done in as far as being inside the government and unbridled fucking power and what he's been able to accomplish for not being elected. Not being anything, just called a cabinet member. Now he has all this fucking power, but oh god, there's so much. My brain floods sometimes with what does all this fucking mean? We have fucking oligarchs just like Russia does. This is an entire playbook that is the same shit as going on in fucking Russia. They're gonna fucking piecemeal this whole thing, sell off, and fucking take over.
I mean,
this whole thing.
Again, they've owned it forever. They're just being
not really
super explicit. Yeah, they did. They owned
it. He's gonna sell the federal building that's got Nancy Pelosi's fucking name on it. It's like nobody's done that.
He says that shit's just petty shit.
I'm telling you, I'm waiting. Somebody's going to buy the White House. Somebody's going to pony up and buy the White House, and it'll be owned, corporately owned.
Yeah, and I don't even think any of that matters. We've already been under the thumb.
It matters in the way that
stand back, watch it fucking all burn. Yeah. Fuck it all. I was optimistic. You're right, Brandon. I was the fucking optimistic guy about the whole thing. We needed to be optimistic and happy and pumping that. And it was that stupid fucking thing, The Secret, I watched, The Power of Positivity. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah. Hey, don't trust Oprah.
Okra?
Also, don't trust okra.
Okra gets slimy.
Doing things to your stomach. Yeah, cook it wrong.
You got to cornmeal that shit.
Yeah, cornmeal it. Fry it. But Russian agent?
Absolutely.
I hope so.
It's just
it just makes the fucking story that more romantic.
Just so many things get piled on top of each other. It's a shit sandwich. It's
a shit sandwich now
that you can't dude.
It's. I think last week I proved that it's been a shit sandwich.
I understand. I understand. But look, from your childhood view of America, like my 1976 7-year-old childhood view of America, when I'm going to the park and looking at fireworks and talking about and thinking about how this is our country. We're generally good.
All lies. We're not. We've never been generally good.
I know, Gabe. I know you.
When have we ever been? Name the generally good things the United States has done over the last 2.5 centuries.
I understand.
It's a short list.
I know.
It's a short list. It's a short list. I'm not saying
What
that
about? No, wait, not that. No.
I mean,
I know.
there are things. There are things. We defeated the Nazis. We helped defeat the Nazis. That was a good thing. That was a very
That
good
was a good thing. I
It
agree.
was Vietnam,
I
and we lost to the Viet Cong, and
I mean, that was a terrible thing. The whole debacle.
Thing. That was like some shit we were going over there for. Who knows the fuck what the reason was for that?
It was not. It was craziness.
But that was a fucking meat grinder. Like, we talk about the meat grinder of that, and what the fuck was the point of all of that? And I don't think any of the soldiers knew any of that shit. Well, of course, imperialism, but I mean,
we live in the. This is.
Well, what we are going to
empire.
try to do is try to eliminate any kind of communist activity, but it doesn't necessarily fucking directly affect us at the time. Or how did it, and in what way do we fucking solve that?
I don't think that there's.
Normally, I just turn the channel. This seems like a fucking crazy movie, dude. And I'm just like, I'm over the movie. I just want to pause it. I'll watch something else. You know what? I'll watch reruns of Friends. I don't give a fuck.
Well, listen.
This.
You know what? That's great, because this goes right into my doom scrolling. So doom scrolling. Okay. No. It's not healthy.
Not healthy.
And this is what we're actually sitting here doom scrolling now, because we're talking about. Yeah. All the things we've been doom scrolling, right? That's basically what we've been doing for the last, for the last 20 minutes, except besides Brandon's email.
I've been doom scrolling while you guys been yapping about doom scrolling the whole time.
So doom scrolling, it's not healthy, it's not productive, it's not worth your time, and yet I still do it. We all still do it, right? So this, that's okay, but. Hold on.
Well, let's define it.
Okay. What? Yeah.
A lot of headlines are clickbait.
Yeah.
That's true.
But first of all, doom scrolling is you're looking through, let's say, Reddit. Reddit is, to me, is like an excellent example of a place to doom scroll, but you could doom scroll anyway. And it's just looking at all of these.
I troll scroll. I don't care what the headline says. You can click on anything, go down in the comments. Someone's going to say some funny shit and be an asshole with somebody. I love that.
This is true. That's true. I'm more thinking about you. We see something like on Reddit, like, democracy's over, and you go in there and you start looking at the comments and you're like, oh my God.
He's right. It links you off to 3 other things. Yeah.
Right. But so
then I send them to you guys.
Yeah. But a lot of these headlines are very clickbaity, even the ones from whatever respectable media is these days. I don't even know, but even the ones from legacy media are pretty hyperbolic, and they're to get you in there, and they say something that's like, it's like these statements that are like they're absolutist statements, like democracy is over, and then the thing is about the dog catcher. Then we're not going to vote for dog catcher anymore.
The thing is, did they back it up? Because honestly, there's a lot of videos that they post on there that are like, he's saying this shit in front of a camera, and that's not good. When he's talking about, it's me and the attorney general, and we're deciding the laws, and that's it.
Again. So this is what I'm saying.
Now, is that doom scrolling, or is that like, holy shit? That's not good.
That's doom scrolling, because here's the thing.
Well, you're doom looking. You're looking for doom. You know it's going to be there.
Yeah, but the other thing is, in that case,
is there.
He could say whatever he wants.
In all of you guys, in all of us, we're looking for the negative fucking thing to bitch about.
That's true, but he could say whatever he wants. He can't do whatever he wants unless everybody lets him do it.
What if that's not true, Gabe?
What it is true though. You can't do anything except that people give you the power to do it.
He's talking about ignoring courts. He's going to ignore Congress.
Okay, you can say you're going to ignore them. You can even ignore them, but then is somebody going to stop you? We don't know. It's 100%.
Where has ever been the legal arm of the fucking courts? Where has ever been the legal arm of the courts where somebody who says, fuck you, go fuck yourself, or any time anybody's ever been called into a fucking committee meeting by the courts and by Congress and have said, go fuck yourself, I'm not showing up. When has anything ever happened to them?
You're reading too many of the comments. Plenty of things are happening. There's plenty of resistance.
Does somebody get jailed?
You can't jail somebody right away if you want. Okay, look.
Oh, you need to go through some more courts. And
we either do it. We either do. See, that's the other thing. Yes, strongly worded letters. There's something to it. That's resistance. We either want to say we're a. So you can't say he can't. He's going to do whatever he wants, and then be angry because you wanted them to fix it by doing whatever they want. That you can't do that. If you're going to say that we're going to use things like laws to stop him, then that's a slow process. You're not going to stop him in a week. It's going to be a very slow process of stopping him if we're going to use things like laws.
It's going to be 12 years.
Okay, so but that's the thing. You can't. You're not going to stop it quickly with bureaucratic means. Now, I'm not saying that that's good or bad, but
understand. I get what you're saying, but understand that the shit that's going on right now is fairly unprecedented and extreme. And there is shit going on right now, like fucking Elon with his Doge and fucking firing people, thousands of fucking federal workers. Yeah, we can talk about taking fucking proper methods and going to that. But like, dude, what's the fucking answer otherwise? Because
but you
don't give a fuck about that.
You're also you and everybody else who gets super upset, and the people who put all of the comments.
Does it not upset you?
It does upset me, but the thing is,
but you've had enough weed.
It does upset me. No, that's the stupid thing though. Where you're fucking going absolutely wrong with those other motherfuckers is that you guys are sitting there and you're expecting this like resistance to fix it right away. It's not going to get fixed right away. No matter how it goes, this is going to be a struggle, a long process to fight this. But you people fucking saying that like, oh my God, he's ruining the world. We're never going to stop him. Like that is what is never going to stop him. They love that shit. They love when you fucking throw your hands up. Stop throwing your hands up.
Nobody's
fucking stoppable.
Fucking hands
He's
up,
fucking
dude.
stoppable. He's fucking stoppable.
How? Give me a fucking way.
But you have to resist. There's all kinds of
what's the resist?
The governor of Maine. The governor of Maine. He fucking told her, "Oh, you better do what I say, or else I'm going to investigate your state."
She was like,
"I'll see you in fucking court, bitch. I'll see you in court." That's what she said. And then when he started to investigate her, she's like, "Fine. Well, I'm gonna see you in court. We're gonna deal with this." That's resistance. That's resistance. That is.
Here's the deal.
Bernie Sanders is currently on a tour of the United States, drumming up resistance. Like this is what's happening right now.
Do not care about what the courts say anymore. There is going to be a moment where it won't matter.
You are listening, but that moment's not here yet. So why are you
about to?
No, it's not about to. There's still resistance. When there's no resistance, then it's over. But there is still resistance. And this is you're listening to these guys. See this?
The Stooges?
That was his comment. That was his comment hitting you in the head. That's one of the stupid comments. Oh, yeah, it's true. We're never gonna win. Oh, he's right. Okay? Never gonna win. Nobody's resisting. Oh, he's right. See, exactly. That's exactly right there.
And the Democrats have come up with plenty of good ideas.
The Democrats aren't going to save you. They're not the people to save you.
No, they're not. Yeah.
No.
So,
but they don't need to. They don't need to be the ones to save us.
What happens then?
I mean, it's
a new party.
Political. New parties. New parties dude. Seriously.
I'm not fucking saying not resist. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying we have a fucking situation going on where all the stuff, and every president and every congressman and anybody in politics before has followed these certain rules. Those rules no longer are
but
in
this happens all the
play.
time. That's your
it
precious.
fucking doesn't.
Yes, it does. Your precious forefathers won their war by doing tactics that nobody had ever done. That's what they did. That's what
your
guerrilla
battle tactics. Yes, so did the fucking Viet Cong, and they
guerrilla
beat
tactics.
Us. So they beat us in fucking Vietnam.
But that doesn't mean that you're going to lose.
Are we talking
just
about
because the
guerrilla
person's
tactics,
using different tactics?
Are we talking about physical guerrilla tactics? Or are we talking about political?
It doesn't matter what
tactics?
I'm talking generally.
Yeah,
about
dude, but you're fucking full of shit.
Changing your fucking tactics.
No, dude.
Because
you're
listen, wrong. You're one of the throw. You're throwing your fucking hands up in the air.
Somebody needs to get up
throwing
to
your
the
hands
fucking.
in the air.
Somebody needs to get up to the speed.
With
the fucking shit that they're doing.
You're just
they're moving
patronizing.
very fast.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, what the fuck are you doing over there with the hat?
We're never gonna win. We're all gonna die.
All right, fucko. Yeah.
Okay.
Have your fucking fun. But honestly, this
You better watch out. Sometimes he
now,
doesn't talk to people for a year after that.
That's true. Yeah, I'm sorry.
This shit going on right now is fucking bad, and I don't think anybody was prepared for it. And
so
no, I don't think so either.
Understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying give up. I'm saying something needs to be figured out how to fucking combat this, because there doesn't seem to be any way to do it.
That's what people are doing, and they are being successful. You just can't. You can't expect.
Who's being successful?
Dude, just by saying "I'll see you in court," that's success right there. It's not capitulating. You are resisting, and again, Bernie Sanders on a tour right now.
Congratulations! Here's a medal for saying "I'll see you in court." Let's see what actually happens.
There's all kinds of.
I applaud her.
They would
balls.
not be.
Don't
They
get me
would
wrong.
not be doubling down on their propaganda so hard.
She may be the only one that has balls.
No, there's plenty of people who have, but there's plenty of people. There's a lot of people who aren't, but there's plenty of people who are, and there's more people are going to join that group. But here's the thing: if you're doom scrolling and you're listening to all that, see, this is the reason why you're feeling. What's
the fucking point? What is your fucking point?
My point is,
just go, no big deal. Not resist.
No, but
maybe I'll write a strongly worded letter.
See, you're so stuck in your doom scrolling. This is the thing. You need to get away from it. You need to go and do something else, and maybe then you'll be inspired to find ways to resist more. But if you're going to sit there and you're going to be involved in it. So my suggestions is there are other things to do. Go for a walk, read a book, write, do things that are disconnected. You do not have to be. You being connected is not going to save the world. In fact,
what if I sit down and write and plot some way to get them back?
You could. That'd be good, as long as you're not connected. As long as you're not connected to what's going on. As long as you disconnect from everything, I believe this is if more people disconnected also, there would be more critical thought into this, because a lot of this is you get into this thing, you're looking at people's comments, you're formulating an opinion that's coming from other people instead of quieting all the noise and formulating an opinion by yourself without any of the connections that you have. You're connected. You're spending too much time connected.
Hold on a second. I'm just
looking for the humor in everything.
I'm just reading the fucking news. I don't care about what the comments are.
Disconnect from that. Disconnect from that.
I'm sorry? What
disconnect
the fuck are
from
you
it.
talking about?
You've taken in enough. No, you don't have to do it all the time. I'm just saying that a lot of your time, you can be disconnected. You can
I'll go disconnect and go pick fucking daisies off the lawn while the whole fucking shit's on fire.
You should.
Right? Never mind.
Where did you get these 3 pictures of things to do, other things to do? These are a lady taking a walk, and who fucking cats don't read? That's a cat reading.
I know. I like that picture of a cat reading. I really thought that was a cool picture.
Well, wait a second. Like, I could do other things like watch cat videos?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Go watch cat video. As long as you're disconnecting from the doom stuff, I think that will help. And that in general, I believe that will increase. If people would do that, they would increase their intelligence. They would be
It doesn't.
away.
You just want to see the train wreck anyway. You want to know what the idiot's going to do next. You're going to look.
I know you are, but I'm not saying not to look. You were going to look later, but you need to spend a considerable amount of time disconnected from it for your own health.
What you're trying
and for
to
the
do
health
is
of everybody.
You're trying to help our mental health.
Our mental health, and also once our mental health is better, that allows us to critically think better. And that is how we will resist. Is we need to every once in a while meditate offline. We need to take ourselves offline. We need to do other things. This is our power. This is the power that we can have. And here's a few other things. I know. So one of my I don't know why this didn't come up, but one of the things I think that you sorry.
Bum, 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 bum.
One of the things that I think you should do is, if you like to write, get a writer's deck. Do you know what a writer's deck is? A writer's deck is a disconnected writing device. It doesn't go on the internet. You just write on it. No problem. Distraction free. And you could get your thoughts out. I journal every day now on one of these. I'm disconnected from the...
Why would you do that?
Because this takes away... This is good for you. This is like a... This is disconnecting and being able to put your thoughts into something, and you don't have to... You could do it... You don't have to have one of these. This is just a suggestion. If you
my
like to type,
that's not.
Your
included.
Laptop is connected to everything.
Dude,
this
did
is
you
disconnecting.
steal that from Stephen Hawking? That looks like the thing he talked with.
Yeah. All right.
This is actually a fairly popular one.
YouTube
This is the Neo by Alpha Smart. It's a writer's deck. It's just distraction free writing. You write on it, and then you could download it later.
You can literally go into notes and just talk, and it'll type everything.
Yeah, but your phone. You still got your phone. Then the whole idea is to do it.
Set it over on the other room.
Writing, and whatever's going on in your world is a distraction.
I love writing. I love Writer's Deck, and I want the listeners out there to realize you can go to.
Dude, I don't know.
You can go to Writer Deck.
What the fuck you're talking about?
WriterDeck.org right now, and you'll learn about Writer's Deck. In fact, Gordon, go cool down and go to WriterDeck.org.
Dude, I can't cool down. I cool down. I don't cool down.
Next,
I see you've picked this one. The Play School Speak and Spell is what.
Oh no, those are cool, right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's great. I got to speak and spell.
Though these are some of these are ones that were made by. They're like one of the things people do is they make these themselves.
I know.
So
you're in love with the fucking older version of humanity, and
this is a pretty.
Society.
No, I'm not. This is a pretty popular movement.
1978.
This is a pretty popular movement to do things that are disconnected. And in fact, I'm now going to plug a friend of mine.
You know, if
who we can have on the show as a guest.
I could disconnect my Wi-Fi.
Is he going to give us a math problem? Brandon loves those.
Will probably cut us off.
No.
Bring back the math problems.
No, I'm gonna plug a friend of mine. She has started an Instagram, which is called Turn the Page Project. And she's trying to get people to disconnect from all the doom scrolling and everything and just read books. Get back to reading books. Get back to doing things. Can I listen to them? Yes, absolutely. But reading is so great just because if you take a book and you start reading it, it's like
is that what happens?
You're be disconnected for a while. So please go to Instagram, follow Turn the Page Project. Look for Turn the Page Project. She's really got a good. You know what? We're going to have her on. She's going to be a guest. We're going to talk about this.
Bring her on.
She's a young person, Gen Z person, very intelligent, and this is. We need to start disconnecting a little bit more. Instead, we're just falling into this trap of being.
Wait. And now I understand that you're talking about disconnecting, but where does a knowledge of what's happening in the world come into play with this?
I'm not saying that you shouldn't have that knowledge or even go here. This is going to help you. It's going to help you understand.
Not that we fucking know exactly what's happening in the world, but
You're a little dull, so I'm going to explain a little more to you about this.
Yes.
So one of the
Fucking
things,
mansplaining.
one of the
You think
things
there's
is
a podcast called mansplaining?
I'm sure there
okay,
is.
there's an app, for example, called Opal. I have it on my phone.
Is that what
And
this is on the screen we're
this
looking
what
at?
yeah this app allows you to turn for a certain amount of time per day. It will turn off all the things you ask it to turn off. I've asked it to turn off a lot of the things I doom scroll on most of the day. Then for a couple hours in the day, I can use it, and I fiend it. I fiend for it. Like, it's like, oh my god, I need to doom scroll. But when I get there, I can't. Of course, you could turn it off. You could also allows you to take short breaks, up to like 15 minutes at a time, and then it tracks you doing all this stuff.
That's
But
a waste of fucking time.
the main thing I really like about it is it keeps me from using those things during the day when I could be doing other things that are more productive.
You
And
could
then
just
later,
set that fucking thing down and just tell yourself that's how it's going to be,
see,
too.
you can, but I'm telling you, I'm addicted to this, just like so many other people are.
Yeah,
So,
but you locking it out and being able to unlock it, it's still, you're fucking saving steps by just going, you know what? I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not going to
true.
fucking create all these other steps.
But for
'cause you're
those,
just wasting more fucking time.
but
So
for
get
those
to
people,
work.
but for
Jesus
those
is coming.
people,
Look busy.
those people. Oh, we could talk about that too. We'll talk about that last. But for those
We're not talking
people
about that.
we're not talking about that. For those people who have little, not as much self control, this is a nice way to stop. Anyway, Opal, maybe they'll sponsor us someday.
Do you feel like you
Don't
have
bother.
no self-control?
No, listen. I feel like it helps me to not do the doom scrolling when I don't have to be doing it. I can do it later,
Well,
and it
it's
helps
like Terry
me.
said, just put your phone down and get to work, fucko.
No, but you can. But the thing is that at some point you're going to pick it up, and you don't know how you once you pick it up and you get into it, it sucks you in for a considerable amount of time. Sometimes more time than you'd like to spend. So
That's
that's
true.
all. That's all I'm saying. Hey, look, these
I
are
will
just
say this.
these are just ideas.
I am down. I haven't been working all that hard in the last couple weeks, so I have been down on that. But I've also been down on my steps. I've been
Yeah.
reading a lot and listening to
There
a
you
lot
go.
of things. But
You see?
I did want to mention that my daughter, my 17-year-old, said if we needed someone to come in and cancel us for woke shit we say, she's down for coming in and making fun of us.
I would love to have
We'd
a
love to
segment
have her.
where we get canceled for everything we say. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's
We're
a
gonna
couple
get
of times
canceled.
already.
I
guys
think
have,
you get canceled for the
There's
woke
probably
things,
several
you said?
canceled times, probably in this thing alone.
dude, I can't tell you how many times she's just like, I say something and she gets all wide-eyed like, you can't say that shit. It's like,
Oh, anyway, this is my dissertation on that. So I again, I think I've proven my point in that I'm completely right as usual.
Oh, for
And
fuck's sake.
and
Dude,
Gordon, I'll be send me
This is an excuse as usual.
Send me your address so I can have a writer's deck sent to you as soon as possible.
How much does that
in a
run?
bark box?
Fucking 50.
Oh wow!
Writers,
Well, you're really gonna hate this. The really nice ones, they run like $500, $600.
What is this you have up here? A useless box.
This is a segment on our show. We're going to now. It's called the Crying
Bezos,
Room.
Yeah.
These are all the things on Amazon that Jeff Bezos is sad about and cries in his crying room. So this is one I found today. It's called the Useless Box. And basically it's a box that you flip the switch and then a finger thing comes out and switches it back off.
Back off, yeah.
Closes the box, yeah.
That's only $17 though? That's pretty good.
This is such a stupid thing, but more than that, I was a little bit like distressed about the advertising for this, for the useless box.
I love the girl who's happy down here on the left.
I know.
It's like,
that's one of the things that makes me want.
oh
like,
my god, I've got a useless box. It just comes out, clicks it, and then
the thing is, it says this picture. There's a picture here of the useless box, and then there's like kids playing in a playground. like a couple of moms happily talking, a little girl on a laptop, a dad and a daughter like playing in a dollhouse. I'm like, what does that have to do with the fucking
100%
box?
like Chinese AI. You know,
Dude,
this is
yeah,
it's 100%.
But then worse, there's this. It's got the features of it, and it has.
Tell me, do you have one? You've got one, don't you?
I should. No, I'm not buying this.
I'm buying one.
This picture, this advertising picture.
I'm buying one right now.
The useless box is here, and it's apparently fallen on the concrete and cracked the ground below it. Is what it? But
it's so mighty that it cracks the concrete, the very concrete it falls upon.
But it's non-toxic or odor. I don't know what that means. It's non-toxic or odor.
Well, this is Chinese written, and I'm sorry if I get canceled by that, but
it's an interesting toy. It release stress. It says release stress. I don't know how this.
You just watch the box. Flip the switch. It comes out. Flips it back.
This is the one that I'm so curious about. It's earthquake resistance.
It might be. And that's not a lie.
My question is: this is a very small box, and it says earthquake resistance. I don't know why we care about that. Anyway, this was a weird.
Well, we live in a zone.
Beam fell on it from a house, then I mean, like if it fell off a shelf, maybe it survives. If a giant beam crashed on it, would it survive? It would crack the beam, and you would get your useless box.
Well, yeah, the picture shows that. It shows that it fell off and it cracked the pavement, and the box is fine.
Well, then that's satanic. Is what we're talking about, a demon box. We're talking about a demon box.
Yeah, so anyway,
I'm frankly, I'm upset.
Just gone on to Amazon and just type things in and see what shows up for sale?
Could you type in demon box and see what comes up?
We could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I just typed in nipples. I don't want to talk about the rest of it.
Oh, what'd you get?
It's awful.
You can't get much.
Was it cow nipples or regular nipples? Were they real human nipples? Oh, you can get nipples. You can get nipples on Amazon.
That's if you get a mastectomy or something like that. You would need something like that.
You put little nipples.
Now you don't want to start joking about shit like that, do you?
Demon Box is actually a book by Ken Kesey.
All right, so here's what I'm going to put out to you guys right now, right here, that there is no product Demon Box, and we need to make one. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I mean, there's a book.
We will sell hundreds of thousands of Demon Boxes that do exactly that. Click.
Okay, well, hold on. We're going to look and see if there is a Demon Box.
Demon Box.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Like it.
Can you copyright that before Brandon does?
It'll be useless. Yes, we got to bring our boy on, man. But it'll be a useless box where a skull, a skeleton hand comes out and turns it up, or I don't know. Maybe it steals your soul.
Oh, but you want to do the same thing but with a demon box?
You actually want to have to go to effort to make something? I was thinking we just make a box.
We don't have to go to effort. We go to China and we ask them to put Demon Box on the side of this same box.
Oh, instead of useless box.
Yeah, it's Demon Box. And then
you know what's a better idea for a Demon Box, to be honest with you? This is just my opinion. But it's going to be the same size, and it's just fucking speakers on each side, and they're like really good speakers. And once you buy this thing, just randomly this thing goes off and screams like demons.
And then maybe the top opens up and the tongue shoots out.
Oh, that'd be good. That wouldn't be that hard. That'd actually be that's doable.
Not that
and
hard.
It would randomly just at any time.
Suck back down in.
Sorry, that was my Demon Box.
Big fucking.
See, we solved that.
Sister Squid.
And every once in a while, some teeth will shoot out of it. Just
maybe every once in a while it would go. Is this a your squid?
You just got canceled. I don't know.
I love that we can't get canceled anymore in the new world.
Get canceled.
Dude, I can hear timbales deep. Boom.
Dude, we should have the box
squid?
Do random sounds. And is this your squid? And then random timbales brrr, fucking
you know what?
What's that sound?
This could be our product that we sell from this podcast. is the Demon Box. Brought to you by Demon Box.
Brought to you by Demon Box. I'm going to start putting it together with China tomorrow.
You're going to talk to them? Talk to China? Give them a call?
I got to wait till like 3, 5 o'clock because it's.
I had a great
Hello, China. I have
a couple of guys that actually
couple of things I need to talk to you about.
To China to get manufacturing stuff done. Yeah, I think this could be done.
That hooker named China. She's not the country. She's just a hooker.
I just want to put our hands in and go Demon Box right now. We're gonna make a Demon Box.
Okay, I'm for it.
We're gonna sell a fucking billion of them. Hand in Demon Box. Hand in Demon Box.
Yeah.
We'll start talking to China tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want to make a Demon Box. I go, oh, very good. Yes, let's make a Demon Box.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Ooh, that's very good.
This is the most
canceled.
This is it. It's pretty terrible.
Dude, just randomly at any time, once you sign up for this thing goes off.
Yeah. And you can't stop it, except for throw it out in the street and crash it.
And
throw it in the garbage.
Maybe it's linked to everything you own, too, like Bluetooth-wise. Anything in the
how about you can't take the batteries out? That would be even worse. You can't take the batteries. Can't take the batteries out.
Once you put them in, you can't take them out. It just
once again,
it seals.
If you don't want to hear it, just turn it off.
You can't turn it off.
There's no switch that turns it off. It just it's very loud. You can't turn it down.
You know what?
Just every once in a while.
You know those things where they have the little plastic tab? You don't even have to open the door. You just pull the plastic tab out and it activates the batteries. That's how it goes.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
It's sealed. The batteries are sealed in there. You pull the plastic tab. You can't open it and take the batteries out.
Yeah.
You send this as a gift to your friend, a Demon Box, and they pull the tab, and it's just a nightmare. It just never stops.
In fact, we should have it. It should be that it actually tries to do that at times when you really wouldn't want it, like 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
stuff like that. It would be.
It should go off at 3 a.m.
better chance.
Can't the little Raspberry Pi fucking?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, we should do that.
Card do this?
Yeah, sure.
Just schedule it for random shit and
for random shit.
The only way you can solve it is to throw it away, and it's waterproof. So we'll
you can't drown it.
It's sealed.
We'll get him to silicone. What is it? We just what is the fucking shit they put over the top of the whole board? What is the one they did for like boards? They did on like pedal boards. They like would fucking cover the board in epoxy so you couldn't see all the shit that they had in there and how they did it.
That's right. They did do that. Yep.
Yeah, you could epoxy the entire board, stuff it in there.
They do that with a lot of electronics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't copy the shit.
Demon Box. It's a deal.
Here we go. Uh-oh.
Oh, you cry, baby.
I made this picture for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I made this for you guys. This is pictures of the founding fathers.
You're even drawing small dicks. You think small, my friend.
I don't know. Those look pretty.
If you're gonna go so big.
This guy up here with a giant
veins in it.
Yeah, you need veins, dude. Wait, Thomas Jefferson.
And that's not even like a joke. Number 3, he had fucking glasses like that. You just did him a favor.
I was just out, and I gotta say, I just came back from Philly, 3 weeks in Philly. I went to Valley Forge, and Gabe shit on it.
True.
I didn't realize how close you were to that every day.
Right down the street, and I gotta say, I go out to the car to smoke, as long as it took to do that, and freezing my fucking ass off in a puffy coat that I bought in New York when it was cold there too. Still, hands fucking freezing. These fucking assholes had these little wool blankets and fucking really shitty tents. It's like losing.
You're there. You're doing that, and I kept thinking about, did the American music play in the background while you were thinking? And I just kept thinking about America.
Listen,
and how freedom and how America.
You're only half a Mexican. So listen, there should be a fucking patriotic side in there. Take the fucking, wipe the refried beans off your eyes.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
I'll do it when you get out of your fucking bucket of gravy.
I do have a bucket of gravy. I just got canceled.
Canceled.
I love you.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Love you guys.
I love you.
Yeah, well, I made this picture for you guys. That's what I wanted to end on, except for our usual.
That's rude. You're rude.
Yeah,
That's okay.
that's true.
I take no offense other than you draw small dicks.
Look at
Think bigger.
you're talking
Put a
to the
vein.
master of a fucking dare. Fucking,
You don't want to fuck around, dude.
You don't want to fuck around with this one.
You entered a competition, you're going to be embarrassed to walk out of.
It's true. It's true.
A goddamn champion.
of a big floater. Fucking big strong
Dude,
Greg.
there was this one guy we were working with, and we fucking walked in to help him, and it was like windows, like it was in the middle of this little strip mall, but it was all glass all around. So, and he was cutting wood in there, and we came in to help him do some shit, and he had the construction manager coming that day, and there was like faux walls built in front of him, so you really couldn't see, like if you were standing in the middle, you couldn't see what was in the windows, but from outside it was dark and fucking, dude, we drew fucking like 8-foot fucking balls, fucking dick going across like 6 windows, fucking pubic hair everywhere, and fucking the guy just rolled up and he's like taking pictures. He's like, and the guy's like, oh, come on, man. Come on, he's trying to wash it all off. I'm like, fuck you. It was
nobody
funny.
Nobody ever understood the need to draw big fucking draping
It's
spawns.
so weird, dude.
But,
we were talking about this last night with Ovi. I went and hung out with him. Anyway.
Oh, you did? How's Ovi?
Yeah. We went and he barbecued some food and we drank some wine and
lovely.
It was very nice.
I did have one last thing.
Okay, go.
See, this said Jesus loves you. This little card I got.
Oh, dude, that's very sweet.
Well, here's what happened. I was at Lowe's.
You mean Jesus, right?
Yes.
Yes.
This older Asian gentleman came up to me as I was going to my car at the Lowe's, and he said, "Oh, I think you'll like this. I think you'll like this." And he's holding this thing out to me, this thing. And I said, "No, thank you. I don't want it." And he's like, No, take it. You need it. Take it. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I took it and he's like, don't throw it away. Read it. So I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe it's the universe trying to give me a nice message, something good. And you know what? It wasn't. It's total fucking bullshit. This thing, all it does is say that, okay, did you know God loves you? He has a special plan for your life. And he is inviting you. He's inviting you. I hope you meet him as you read and understand the spiritual truth about who he is and what he has done for you. The truth is that our life has an end, and after death, there is judgment. Everyone has sinned, no matter how good the person may be. We are all sinners before God because our sins include even the sins in our thoughts and hearts. It's impossible to lead a good life without any sins, no matter how much we try. God is holy. So if we want to stand before God, we need to resolve our problem of sins. This continues to go into how we need to accept Jesus who has died for our sins. So absolute bullshit. Do not take stupid cards from older people just because.
But you didn't throw it away.
Like I didn't because I saved it for the podcast so I could read the beginning.
Thank you for sharing.
Well, my favorite part is that, but this is,
I'm so glad you have it all figured out for all of us.
These are the people who have run our country and things for a long time. This is the
that's not
Christian nation that you live in.
That's not them.
Everybody is a sinner.
Everybody is a sinner.
Assholes.
And judgment goes on fucking 24/7 around this motherfucker. Not just at the end.
Is that something you got at BarkBox?
No, I got this from China.
What is it?
Is that an incinerator?
No, I've got to put a fucking vent in for my stove. Look at this son.
Is that what they're calling it now? I thought you were going to stick your dick in it or something.
Well, I could.
You could.
I don't think I want to.
It's a stove thing.
I don't think I want to.
Listen, I know that every week you guys ask me about how we're doing on our podcast. So this week I pulled it up. Last week we had more listeners than usual.
Oh, nice.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we had on YouTube is the only place that I'm looking at it, but we had 7 people, 7
7 listeners.
Dude, do we got a sponsor yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Let's work
Okay.
on this.
I'm just joking.
Also,
Let's work
Give
on
up.
this.
Stop.
Maybe this guy will do it.
we're on Blue Sky now.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I jumped the Blue
follow
Sky.
us.
I'm learning some shit.
Follow
They're
us
a lot
on Blue
nicer
Sky.
on there.
They are. It's a nicer place.
Yeah.
It's
Just
generally
to
just
get
a
fucking-
nicer
It's
place.
generally
Couple
not
weeks.
as angry as the fucking Republicans because that's what they run on. It's like give me some Rice Krispies of anger. Fucking every morning. I fucking hate everybody. Fuck you. You know.
So if you're on Blue Sky, you can find us at nottalkingabout.bsky.social. That is our handle. Not
Okay.
talking about. That is because the that didn't fit. Because
Didn't fit in.
They have a.
As soon as I signed up for that, I automatically was following Donald Trump.
So also on Instagram,
No,
not
I'm just
talking
kidding.
about
That'd be
that
funny, though.
on
Not
Instagram.
Instagram, not talking about that.
And on YouTube, we're
Not-
not talking
we
about
were.
that. Yeah,
It's
we're
were.
not talking about that.
WERE.
Yeah.
We're not talking about.
So
that.
it's different.
WNTAT.
Because people have had a hard time finding us, but want to make sure that they do.
Well, maybe
Get
it's
a lot
not
of
worth
good-
it to them then. They got to work for it. We're a little harder to understand and difficult to navigate. And we're not just fucking pushovers, okay?
That's right.
Despite all the fucking vitriol tonight, I love all you motherfuckers. And,
Love you too.
You too, man.
You're wrong though. And
I'm not.
you're
Fucking right.
terrible.
I absolutely proved my point, as usual.
I love you, assholes. We'll fucking see you on the next one. What are we talking about next time? We're not talking.
I don't know. I think we should
We're
have a
not
guest
talking
next.
about that.
I think we should have a guest.
Let's
have a guest.
Fucking do something crazy and have a guest.
Let's
Let's do that shit.
Next
Who
one,
we
we
doing?
need a guest. Okay.
Let's bring in Brandon. Let's talk to him.
Bring him in.
Yeah,
Bring him in. Let's have a good conversation.
absolutely.
We'll talk about politics again.
Oh my God.
Oh, that'd be
What
fun.
else are we gonna do? Yeah.
Well, remember, don't doom scroll. Get that Opal app and
Dude, I'm doom scrolling. I'm gonna fucking double up this week and send you double.
get that
I'm
Opal
guy.
app and
If you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna do it harder.
Brought
remember,
to you by Opal app.
get a rider deck.
Fuck out
Get
of
a
here.
rider
And
deck.
is this your squid? Brought to you by. Is this your squid?
That's a play school speak and spell, and you're not
This is
going
not
to
a
tell
play
me
school
it's
speak.
not.
I
It
have
is.
a speak and
It
spell
is.
somewhere
It is.
here.
It's
Demon
just
box.
one level above the fucking
Don't forget
the fucking what was the dial-up thing? Remember that?
I
Held
do.
it and
See and
it's just
say.
Phones.
Farmer
It was the
said
See and Say.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Demon Box. Also, Demon Box.
Demon box.
We're
What if
working on
we
that.
did one of those for the kids too? A demon box like a See and Say, but it had
I'm coming for your
Just
soul.
I'm sure somebody made something like that, right? Because you can get one of those See and Says. I bet you can program it. Let's work on that. Well, I'm
100%.
glad we solved all the problems
The
today.
demon speak and
did.
spell.
I feel like they've solved everything. And again, thank you guys. And I was right. And I guess I'll talk to you.
As usual. And good work, fellas. We'll talk to you next time.
Yeah.
Adios.
See ya.
See everybody.
Bye.